Hey, what's up? Sami here. So today we're doing a 4 long-use in-depth review of the Rokid AR glasses style. It's Rokid's latest screenless AR glasses, but it's been out there for a while now. Still one of the most hyped AR glasses out there. But interestingly, there isn't a single review video that actually answers some of the most asked questions like, do you really need a screen on AR glasses? How's the real-world battery life? Are the speakers loud enough in public? Can you get affordable prescription lenses? And most importantly, is this actually better than the Ray-Ban Meta glasses? Let's get started. Let's start with the biggest complaint people have about smart glasses: weight and comfort. Most AR glasses on the market feel bulky and heavy, and they hurt your nose and ears after just a couple of hours. The Rokid AR glasses style only weighs 38.5 grams. That's basically the same weight as regular everyday glasses. I've tested this pair in multiple real scenarios: long hour commute, long hours of outdoor walking, even long hours sitting in the office, sleeping on a chair. And it's all good. Zero pressure, zero pinching, no fatigue at all. Another super common question: do these look weird or futuristic in public? The answer is no. They have a classic, clean frame design. They look like normal premium sunglasses, not a geeky tech gadget. Nobody would stare at you like you are an alien. And if you want to wear them indoors, Rokid offers clear and prescription lens options for users. But out of the box, it comes with the dark sunglass lenses by default. Overall, that everyday wearable design is one of its biggest strengths. Now, the core upgrade everybody's talking about: the dual AR system. This is one of the first pairs of AR glasses that supports both ChatGPT and Gemini, and you can switch between the two models instantly. What really matters here is flexibility. Instead of being locked into a single assistant style, you can choose different AR models depending on the task. I've tested in everyday situations like observing street scenes. Alright, so what is this robot about?
This robot is developed by DexForce, and it's designed for smart retail automation, such as preparing and serving ice cream or drinks.
Or just asking questions on the go. The responses feel more detailed and contextual, especially when you are trying to understand what you are seeing in real time. Now, the biggest variable concern online: privacy. A massive number of users are worried about smart glasses recording and collecting personal data. Here's the honest difference: Ray-Ban Meta's privacy policy allows users to record footage and photos to be collected and used for AI training. You see, Rokid even used its employees' behavior to train AI and then fire them. What do you expect? Seriously, a lot of people don't feel comfortable with that at all. Rokid works completely different. You log into your own personal ChatGPT and Gemini accounts. All your data, your photos, any voice conversations stay linked to your account only. Rokid does not collect your personal content, no automatic cloud uploading, no data sharing for model training. If you care about privacy at all, this is not a difference. Next up is the camera feature, which is one of the most searched topics for these smart glasses. It has a 12 megapixel sensor with an f2.25 aperture. Here's some daytime footage, though the weather is a bit cloudy, but overall it's pretty sharp and vivid, and actually very stable. It's perfect for recording first-person POV content, cute kids moments, and practical daily clips. Now, if we compare with the competitors like Xiaomi AR glasses, which I used for some time and then resold, or Ray-Ban Meta, I think there are a few advantages. The first huge upgrade is recording duration. Rokid lets you record 10 minutes continuously instead of 3 or 5 minutes on others, which is much more practical for real-life scenarios. Another is aspect ratios. Meta only shoots a 9:16 vertical video. Rokid supports 3 formats: 9:16, 4:3, and 3:4. That means you can shoot content ready for more social media platforms. Better composition without losing flexibility or resolution. More flexible for all kinds of content creation needs. This is one of the most controversial questions online. Why is there no display, and is that a deal breaker? After using it for a long time in different scenarios, my answer is pretty simple. For most people, you don't actually need a display. In daily scenarios, a floating screen is often more distracting than useful. Most tasks like asking questions, translations, navigation prompts, or quick info checks work perfectly through audio. Rokid uses open-ear audio, so you get air feedback clearly while still staying aware of your surroundings. It's comfortable for walking, commuting, and even driving. Speaking of audio, the quality is solid and full-bodied, vocals are clear, bass is punchy. Even listening to music feels good. And if you're worried about sound leakage, here's how it sounds at about 20 centimeters and 40 centimeters. Yeah, basically nothing at all, right? Even in this quiet indoor environment. So it doesn't feel awkward to use. And honestly, this is where it becomes more interesting. It skips the display complexity, focuses on daily usability, and it comes in at a much lower price compared to display-based smart glasses. For most users, that trade-off actually makes more sense. Here I do want to highlight one thing, AI meeting notes. Hi Rokid, start recording. And the AI will start recording voices automatically. It will sort out the conversation content, extract key points, and organize complete, clear meeting notes afterwards. You no longer need to take notes manually while listening, which greatly improves work efficiency. Besides meeting recording, one tab can also activate real-time translation or scene analysis. It also supports 89 language real-time translation. This is great for non-native English tech content creators like me. I always use this to better understand products and meetings. It's silent, fast, and way more natural for daily use. Battery life is always one of the top concerns for every smart glasses user. In my real data test, the Rokid glasses last all day for normal use. I can use it for about 1 hour commuting, then 1 or 2 hours of music listening, intermediate recording for meeting notes, and a few minutes of video recording, without timing a day. Best thing, an optional charging case is available separately. The 3-star medium charging case provides approximately 11 charges according to the official specs. That's definitely must have if you need extra battery for longer trips. Now for my OPEC users' biggest question, can you get prescription lenses? And are they overpriced? Rokid's prescription service is far more affordable than Meta. Lens prices range from $79 to $409, covering 1.6 to 1.75 high-index lenses, myopia, astigmatism, progressive lenses, and photochromic options. Compared to Meta's 100 to 650 range, Rokid is clearly the more user-friendly option for people who wear glasses every day. The lens swap design is super simple too. You can replace lenses at home without visiting an optician, which saves both time and money. Overall, the Rokid AR glasses that is the most practical everyday AR glasses of 2026. It fixes almost every pain point users complain about with traditional smart glasses. Heavy weight, weak AI, short recording time, expensive prescription upgrades, privacy concerns, and it also brings practical tools like AI meeting notes for office scenarios. To recap all the viral questions we answered today, no screen is not a problem, your data is fully private, battery lasts all day, speakers work great in public, prescription lenses are affordable, and it outperforms Ray-Ban Meta in almost every practical category, especially AI and shooting functions. So if you want to grab this Rokid AR glasses, I've left the discount link in the description. You get $20 off, bringing the price down to $249. Plus 1 year of free AR service and a 100 trade-in coupon for future Rokid devices. If you still have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll reply to every single one. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next tech review. Bye bye.